Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
57 years ago, a legendary speech and a meaningful march. Today, people are gathering again in the name of justice.
The state has taken action in the case of a Southfield woman declared dead and later found to be alive in a funeral home.
Too much rain in too short a time, leading to flooding on the roads and in people's homes. Glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 5. While people are assessing the water damage, there remains the threat of severe weather this afternoon.
Let's start things off here at 5 with Andrew Humphrey in for Ben with a look at where things stand outside right now.
And Karen and Devin, we still have scattered showers and thunderstorms arriving, and still a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Genesee County. Just north of Flint, we're looking at a severe thunderstorm moving through northern Genesee County into central Genesee County and the city of Flint. You see lightning strikes here to the tune of a couple dozen right here. This particular thunderstorm warning in effect until 6 o'clock this evening, so it's up for at least the next hour for Flint and areas in eastern Genesee County. Areas like Columbiaville, Flint, Burton being affected by this thunderstorm, including Davison, between now and about 5:40, so within the next 30 to 40 minutes. And we still have scattered shower and thunderstorm activity around, a lot more widespread in parts of Indiana and Ohio, but still some more also just to our west, and still some that could develop right over southeast Michigan. So we are not done yet. In that area where we have the warning in effect, make sure you stay indoors, let that severe thunderstorm pass. But be on the lookout in Lapeer County because that's where it's heading next. We've got 73 degrees right now, and it remains warm and then mild overnight. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s where you are as well. We'll talk more about tonight's forecast and the weekend, see if we have sunshine or showers again in just minutes.
1, 2.
All right, some drivers having a pretty rough time out there encountering those flooded roads.
Let's get to Tim Pamplin, who's live with a look at the conditions in southwest Detroit near Dearborn. Tim?
Yeah, Devin, we're on the Dearborn border. This is Dix between Miller and Lonyo. The tow trucks just pulled the last couple of vehicles out, but the damage is done as more vehicles try and make their way through. Look at some video we got just a few moments ago. A BMW got stuck in here. The driver ending up, a passerby stops and lets this driver get out of the back of their vehicle and into his vehicle. So people helping people out here. If you come back out to me out here, they get soaked as another vehicle goes on through. Over here, this white vehicle didn't want to go through the flooded water, so went down the sidewalk. Unfortunately, the sidewalk's all flooded and he's now stalled. If you see standing water, just turn around. That's the scene right now in southwest Detroit. Back to you guys in the studio.
It's tough because there's a lot of it right now. All right, we'll stay on that, Tim. It's been a frustrating day in several local neighborhoods. Flooding causing a mess of trash on some streets, and it's made its way in the course of many basements.
Priya Mann live for us this evening in Royal Oak with a look at what people there are dealing with at this hour. Priya?
Karen, many have described it simply as a nightmare. Let me show you what they're up against. As far as the eye can see, you can see restoration trucks. They've been parked on either side of the road. You can see some fans there, and there's also piles of garbage outside of every home. And perhaps some of the hardest things for homeowners to throw away are their children's toys and items.
Being trash day, you know, the guys were trying to come through here and pick it up.
Neighbors on Linden Street near Main and 13 in Royal Oak woke up to find their garbage floating along a flooded street.
Everything was just from the wash from the cars going by, and you know, it just filled up the cans.
Thunder, lightning, and heavy rain left more than 12,000 without power, and many homeowners with flooded basements and side streets.
Well, I woke up this morning and a lot of lightning and thunder and a lot of rain.
The freeways were a mess Friday morning. Westbound 94 at Cass in Detroit looked like a river, and 96 at Beach Daly in Redford was closed due to flooding. Some drivers in Dearborn tried to power their way through this mess and ended up getting stuck. Same thing happened to drivers in Melvindale and Royal Oak. The best thing drivers can do when they see this ahead is to turn around. These neighbors in Royal Oak had terrifying flashbacks to the historic flooding that destroyed their basements 6 years ago.
Is really upsetting considering we poured so much money into trying to prevent it from happening again, and it happened, and our basements just fill with water and sewage, and all of like our memories and our furniture and everything we had down there is just destroyed.
Yeah, there is a really long cleanup ahead, and neighbors here on Windermere especially frustrated because they all experienced flooding 6 years ago during those historic floods. Coming up at 6, you'll hear from these homeowners as well as what the city plans to do about it. Reporting live from Royal Oak, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Boy, okay, Priya. Now let's get to breaking news from Detroit's west side, where police have arrested someone after a gunshot was fired near officers.
This happened at Mendota and Elmira Streets. That's near Plymouth and Wyoming. Police say officers noticed a man walking in the street with what looked like a gun in his pants pocket. When they tried to stop him, he took off running.
They pursued him over the course of a couple blocks here. When he doubled back, the officer heard discharge of the firearm, and the individual that they were pursuing had discharged the firearm. They did take him into custody.
Nobody was hurt. Police were able to recover the gun. At this time, investigators don't believe the suspect was intentionally firing at the officers, but will be reviewing the officers' body cameras.
All right, more breaking news. The state now taking action after a woman was declared dead, but later found very much alive at a funeral home. The state has suspended the licenses of the 2 paramedics who were on the scene when 20-year-old Tamisha Beauchamp was declared dead. It also has served letters to suspend 2 EMTs who were there. 4 Southfield firefighters are on leave while an investigation continues. Beauchamp, meanwhile, remains in the hospital recovering.
Rainy conditions didn't stop people from coming together in the name of social justice today. Perfecting Church of Detroit led a prayer march in response to violence and unrest across the country. The March for Justice started at Woodward and Martin Luther King Boulevard in Midtown Detroit. Marchers walked 1 mile to Hart Plaza downtown to pray and call for peace. One of the marchers tells us she thinks this type of unified, positive effort is what the world needs.
Just so grateful to be here to march for peace and to march for justice and just march because the world needs it. We all need prayer, and I'm out to lend my prayer to the others.
The march here in Detroit coinciding with a literal march on Washington. Today's march, 57 years after the first march led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., comes as protests over social justice continue across the nation. Alice Barr is at the Capitol with a look at today's march.
Good evening. Today's march was announced at the funeral for George Floyd with a focus on police brutality. But organizers say their message goes far beyond that in a quest for equality.
On the anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s most famous speech,
I have a dream today.
His son and namesake standing in his place at the Lincoln Memorial, still demanding change.
The progress we celebrated then is imperiled yet again. And now we must march to the ballot box.
Dr. King's only granddaughter carrying his legacy.
We will fulfill my grandfather's dream.
A new generation watching on, some trying to keep their distance because of pandemic fears. The King family joined by those who've lost loved ones at the hands of police. George Floyd's sister overcome with emotion as the crowd chanted his name. Today's event taking on fresh urgency after the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. While the circumstances are still under investigation, Blake is now paralyzed. His father marching here in Washington.
Every black person in the United States is going to stand up. We're tired.
The crowd here is a mix of ages, races, and backgrounds, moved by this moment, and for some, remembering how it felt to be here 57 years ago.
This is a continuation of what began but is not finished. Until we win this fight, I'll continue to fight for the rest of my life.
Amid growing demands for police reform, a broader mission to end systemic racism.
It's demoralizing. It makes you feel less of a person.
Urgent calls for equality, echoing once again over the National Mall and the nation.
Organizers had originally hoped for 100,000 attendees, but encouraged people to join through virtual marches instead because of the COVID threat. In Washington, Alice Barr, Local 4.
All right, Alice. A major hurdle has been cleared in the battle over the new school year in Detroit. The Detroit Public Schools Community District and the Detroit Federation of Teachers have agreed on a way forward that includes hazard pay, along with some other stipulations. Paula Tutman has more on what's in the deal and what still has yet to be hammered out. Paula?
The first hurdle for back to school for Detroit's public school students has been jumped with a letter of understanding between the Detroit Federation of Teachers and the district. Teachers and staffers who opt to participate in face-to-face learning will receive hazard pay.
It's $750 per card marking period, up to $3,000 for the entire year.
But with the start of school just a mere 11 days away, the general contract is still on the table.
What my members will ratify is any changes in the collective bargaining agreement. And so that's what we're working on now and throughout the weekend to hopefully get something done relatively quickly here.
I understood that there was legitimate fear. I understand that we're in a country right now that is very polarized politically. For some for the right reasons and some for the wrong reasons, that trickled down to our school system. But in the end, I knew that it was important for me to stay strong for our children. And I did that, and I really thank Mr. Martin for putting everything aside and just sitting down and working through this to get this right for children.
And in fact, teachers could receive as much as a 2% pay increase.
We will be increasing teacher pay next year. We just have to work out the details of to what amount.
Here's another interesting factoid. At this moment, the district only has about 10 teacher openings compared to about 275 this time 3 years ago. And Dr. Vitti says that shows that the district is definitely moving in the right direction. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
So kids are returning to school, and several more districts have their first day this Monday. Local 4 wants to help you prepare for this very different school year. Join us for our Education for All special live after the Ford fireworks Monday night, 10 p.m. here on Local 4. We'll have advice from parents whose children have already started school, along with teachers and medical experts, 10 p.m. Monday night.
All right, let's check today's coronavirus reporting from the state. Michigan has accounted for 741 new cases and 6 additional deaths since yesterday's report. That is the lowest number of new cases this week. Numbers have remained steady in the mid-700s after Monday's count of 868.
But those 741 new cases have pushed Michigan to a troubling milestone, 100,000 cases. And new at 5:30, a look at the progress made and still needed in the state's fight against the pandemic.
And here's Grant Herms.
Parents, players, and coaches from across the state come to Lansing, all wanting fall sports this year. Coming up, hear from some players and the executive director of the State High School Association.